No, for real though. How you doing? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Distractions in the Church Part 3. I know y'all been waiting a long time for it, and it's very overdue, but I'm gonna get back hip to these videos. There's been a lot going on in my life, so pray for me. But finally we about to get to the jokes, the funniness, the jokes, richness of the jokes, purity of the jokes, the hilarity of the jokes. Overhead projectors, high distraction period. Why? Because everybody's looking at them. You're at a football game and you're not close to the field, you're looking up on the screen and you get to see replays of blah blah blah. Baseball, same way. Basketball games, same way. Golf. The overhead projectors are a fantastic tool to use for people who are sitting up in the balcony at church, or for people who just don't have good vision like me. But it is a high distraction. Why? Because everybody looks at it, and everybody knows that 9 times out of 10 people are going to notice the negative more than they notice the positive. And one of the negatives of having overhead projectors is having live video feed of the audience. I understand that people have stage fright, but you shouldn't have stage fright in the audience praising God. You shouldn't have I don't understand why when the camera gets on you when you're praising God, you're looking up at the screen like, oh my God, I pray that the screen doesn't look at me while I'm praising God. That's what we like to see. You know, we get tired of looking at the people in the choir stand. When the camera gets on you while you're praising God, all of a sudden your worship stops. And I don't understand that. I understand camera fright and being camera shy. What kills me though is the people that are camera ready. Where they're not even praising God, they're not even in the worship, but all of a sudden once that camera hits them, something like, it's like, wow! Exactly. Or I know you've seen this. Yes, yeah. That's what gets me. But I know y'all have seen it where they put up the Bible verses and such, and don't move as fast with the Bible verses as the one that's speaking. That is a major distraction because 6 out of 10 black people in the church don't bring their Bible. That is a statistic, and I dare you to look it up. I'm the third. We could have made that funny, but it's not really that funny. What is funny is something like this. Ephesians 5:15 states that you should be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Verse 16, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. What's so funny? We can keep this going. Psalms 32 states, blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. I mean, we could really keep this going. Look my eyes to the hills which come. Why are y'all laughing? I mean, we really could have kept it going with the added letters and the screensaver with the dog in black and white. What was that? Clicking the startup screen, like what is that? Making players football. The little paper clip on the side tells you how to do a resume. Android. Yeah, a little funny Android. Shout out to those I put in the video. My girl Emerald, aka Emmy, aka I'm gonna call you Emma. I don't care what nobody says. My girl Nitra, I put her on there. My boy Troy from Call to Worship. Shout outs to Call to Worship, man. I love y'all. And also Also got to give a shout out to my boy Mark Music. Last track that you heard on there, that's my boy Mark Music with the song Unconditional Love. I got to show love to my man right there because he's always showing me love. Distractions in the Church Part 4. Hit me up with some ideas. I mean, I could come up with it, but I mean, wouldn't you love to be a part of our video? So, I mean, tell us what you think a distraction in the church is. We gonna put it in there. This has been JP. It's my brother VJ. This has been a That Boy's Crazy Productions. Thank you for showing me love. Verse 17. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord. Stop! You're making me laugh.